welcome back to the Better Fitness Proof podcast. It's me, Matt April, and we're here at BentOnBetter with one of our amazing all-star members, Shannon Getz. Shannon, can you introduce yourself and say hello to everybody at home?
Hi.
That's wonderful. That was a beautiful. That's Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll dive into your story? So,
I don't know where to start.
who are you? Who are you? How old are
Okay.
you? Or what do you do for everything
Okay,
about you?
so I am a single mom to a beautiful 9-year-old, and I'm 31. I currently nanny, and those girls are basically my own. Drive me crazy, but I love them. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I got going for me right now.
That's good. So when we first met,
Yes.
you were coming to us from a place of pain,
Yes.
right? You were in so much pain in your back,
Mm-hmm.
and you went through physical therapy, and we're going to give them a little teaser right now. How you doing with your back?
Great. Barely any pain. I mean, I still have my days where it flares up, but for the most part, it's not even something that crosses my mind anymore, which is just like
And just the other day, you did what, a box jump?
24-inch box jump.
24-inch box jump. Haven't done that in how long?
Never.
Well, yeah, a really, really long time. Especially pain-free.
Right.
Like you did that jump and there was no pain.
Right. And then I was like, oh, well, let me see how I feel tomorrow. And like very bare minimal, just from like using my back, not from the injury.
Good.
And then like I didn't even think about it again. So it was really cool.
That is so cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take it all the way back. So tell me about you. I know you're an athlete growing up. So tell me a
Yes.
little bit about your life as growing up as a kid and going into adulthood.
Okay.
Adulthood.
Yeah, so I was a gymnast. Well, first I did martial arts. So I got my black belt when I was 10 because I wanted to do gymnastics, but I wasn't allowed to quit until I finished what I started. So that was huge. So quick got my black belt.
You have a black belt?
Yeah, when I was 10.
You
the
probably still
youngest
know
one in
some of
the
that
studio.
stuff. You know some of that stuff still, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can totally kick my butt. You can totally kick my butt.
And then I started gymnastics at 10. So that's technically a little bit late to start like a sport, especially one that ends when you're pretty young. So I did gymnastics from 10 until I was about 18, graduated high school. I ended up breaking my foot actually my senior year at a competition on the balance beam. I was doing a back tuck, and instead of landing like with my feet together, I kind of smushed one foot on top of the other. And I missed states, regionals, and nationals of my senior year.
Oh my
So that was
goodness.
really devastating. 2 surgeries. I currently have a plate and 8 screws in my foot. So that was very traumatic and ending of my career.
When did that happen?
I had just turned 18, so it was my senior year. I had like 3 months left of gymnastics.
Wow.
and-
Oh my gosh, that is devastating.
Yeah, it was very traumatic, and I still miss it to this day. But I went on to coach gymnastics for a really long time. But with my back injury and my shoulder, I couldn't physically lift the kids anymore because my right arm is my spotting arm. So everything I was always like leaning and pushing.
Don't hit the microphone.
So lift the microphone up. So I was able to continue doing that with coaching and being involved in it. But I had to stop because of my injuries.
Oh my goodness. So you started coaching after the injury, after you healed from the injury. When did you start that journey?
I started coaching when I was 12. So when I was 12, I was apprenticing, and I would work with like the older teenager coaches to learn what I was doing.
Okay.
And then when I turned 14, that's when I started getting paid at the YMCA is where I did gymnastics. And so from 12 until a couple years ago, I was coaching.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a big part of my life.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, growing up from 10 all the way until you had the injury and then taking on as a coach, that's a
Yeah, I
whole
coached
other...
all through high school, all after. That's my life. I miss it so much.
So tell me the story about when Kaylee came into your life.
So I had her when I was 21. I was currently then coaching still at the Y. I had her, and I actually put her in gymnastics too for a while, but she kind of veered off more to the path of cheerleading. She's a cheer star now. But
Yes, she is.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. She life changes when you have a kid, but I think she kind of saved me in a way. So
Saved you.
yeah, like I don't know, it's just me and her. Like she saved me. She's my person. So yeah.
Life changes when you have kids, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy, especially doing it on my own. But I mean, I'm thankful to have the community I have and the friends and family that step in and get it done for me.
Yeah. So tell me about the injury. Tell me about I mean, it all started, I think, from the foot.
Yes.
And it kind of spiraled over the years into where you were.
Yeah, so I know my foot, in fact, has something to do with it because I always compensate on that side because it hurts. I ended up having to get a second surgery to get rid of the arthritis in it a year later because I was in so much pain. And
so at 19?
At 19, I got a second surgery, yeah.
Because of arthritis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
So now I have a plate and 8 screws that are still currently in there. So I definitely compensate, and I don't even know because it's been so long. So I think that has a lot to do with my back injury, but when I was probably like mid-20s, I was going to a gym and I had a personal trainer, just like a chain. And I remember doing the back machine where you're on it and you like lean back on it. And I kept telling him my back hurts, like hurts. And he's like, oh, it's just because you sit in a chair all day. Like you just need to strengthen it. We'll keep working it. And every time I did it, I was in so much pain. And then I stopped seeing that person, and took me a little while to get back into a gym. But then I found a gym that was more of like a boot camp style. Mm-hmm. So very fast, high impact, everything. And I loved it, and it was great. My back still hurt, and the trainers were aware, but we modified. We didn't do certain things. We just kind of like tried to make it stronger because we thought maybe it just needs to be stronger. MRIs, x-rays said nothing was really wrong with it, like a minor disc slip.
Interesting. Okay.
But like nothing that it should be causing me as much pain as I was in. So basically I was being told there's no reason I should be in pain, but I was.
How bad was the pain? Like, give me an idea of like on a scale of 1 to 10.
It was like a 10. Oh. I was having trouble walking. I was having trouble sleeping, sitting, standing, walking. But I thought that's how it was supposed to be. So I just dealt with it. And then one day, about a year and a half ago at my previous gym, we were doing suicides. And I ran, and as soon as I turned, I don't know to this day what happened, but I couldn't walk. Like I literally curled over walking to the trainer who was sitting at the desk, and then she walked me to the floor, and I laid down, and there I laid for an hour, to the point where she almost had to call an ambulance to come pick me up because I physically could not, I couldn't move.
Oh my God.
And then eventually I crawled my way out to the car. And
crawled?
Literally crawled my way out to the car, and my friend picked me up, and there I lie for a day or two before I went to the hospital, got x-rays, told me nothing was wrong, So
wow.
It's kind of been a long journey with that. It's been, like I said, about a year and a half dealing with the back pain. And it wasn't until someone recommended me to go see the physical therapist. Precision Performance Physical Therapy is where I went. And I was supposed to see John, who is the owner, mm-hmm. but I remember walking in that day and being like, oh, I'm here to see John. And they're like, oh, you didn't schedule with John, but Nisha's here and can take care of you. And I just like broke down in tears because I was like, that's not who I'm supposed to see. And like, I was like, but it's fine. I was in so much pain. And this was my last resort because I had already gotten 2 cortisone shots, an L4, L5, and in my SI joint before this. And neither of them helped the pain. Wow. So I was like at my
You had 2 shots?
Yeah.
L4 and L5 and your SI joint?
Yes. Like 3 weeks apart from each other. And zero relief.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And again, the orthopedic surgeon, he's like, I don't, like, it should work. Like, I don't know why it didn't work. But no one could tell me what was wrong.
Yeah.
So finally went and saw Nisha. And she ended up being fantastic and the perfect fit for me. And she got me to a point where I could walk and I could move and I could lift to an extent. And at this time, I was looking for a new gym. Because I needed something that more fit me, like the high impact jumping, running, my body just couldn't handle it anymore. And I was told that was probably making my injury worse, actually, because it's a lot of impact. And she went above and beyond a job that I could ever expect anybody to do for me as a provider, and went gym hunting. Literally went gym to gym to gym to gym to find a gym for me that was perfect. And she came here. I think she talked to you, mm-hmm. when she came in, and she calls me and she's like, I found a gym. You got to go in. You got to see Matt. Alicia's great. Like, you got to go. You got to go. And I was like, okay. So then, here I am.
Yeah. And I remember we sat down, you gave me that whole backstory, and you said multiple times how much you loved your old gym. And
Yes.
and for me that was a big thing, in that you were so caught, and like, selfishly, of course, I want you to be here. Like, we want you to be here. I told you that. I was like, I want you to be here. But it's more important for me to get you to a place where you are strong enough and out of pain that you could do the things that make you happy, that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And so I'm okay with being that stepping stone for a lot of people. And to my amazement and surprise, you said you wanted to continue to stay, and I was thrilled. And now even more excited to hear how much progress you've made without. So you're almost practically pain-free.
Yeah.
With the back and your entire body. You're able to do things now that you weren't doing months ago.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer than that, right?
Years. Yeah, it's crazy. And I think, I mean, I still do love my old gym and I love all the people there, but I thought that you needed that to get in shape. I thought you needed the high intensity boot camp styles to get results, and that's not the case. So for me to have put my body through that, thinking that was the only way, and then coming here, it's like my eyes just opened wide. Like I didn't need all that to get results and to get stronger and to heal. Did you guys do that here? Like, it's just like, still to this day, it's crazy.
Oh, so good. And I love hearing that, and like, for so many reasons, but to know that you have come to that conclusion for yourself, to understand that it's going to be a journey, and there are going to be bumps along that road, but that you can still love and appreciate where you came from and the people you worked with, and still know that you've moved on, not because of anything other than you had to, out of necessity, right? And find something different that suited your needs, but also gave you what you wanted. So there you were getting everything you wanted, and they were trying their best to give you the needs. And some places we address, like, we're great for some people, and some people we're not the best option, right? If you're looking for the high impact, high intensity stuff, we're not the right place for you.
Yeah. It's funny. I remember coming in and I was like, I can't do burpees. Like, I can do them, but I need like to do them on like a box because I can't hinge like to get all the way down the way my back is. And you were like, oh, you won't have to do a burpee. And I was like,
yeah.
Like,
what? Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that is. So,
yeah.
I haven't had to do a burpee in like forever, and I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I haven't done a burpee in a very, very long time, and I love it too. And I don't have the pain. I just choose that not to do those, even though I have and I could and I would. I just don't. Because it doesn't suit my wants or my needs. Yeah. And that's what it comes down to. And I think the if we can summarize this amazing journey that you've been through and what you've gone through yourself, is no matter what you choose to do, if you enjoy it and it helps you, that's the right fit.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And here I am.
Here you are.
I am. Yeah, it's great. I am just, it makes me so happy that when I walk in the door here, I don't have to think about what to do, because you guys as trainers know my pain and what I can and can't do. And if I can't do something that's on the programming, it just changes, and it's no big deal. It's super individualized to everybody in the room, no matter if you're 10 or 65. Pain or no pain, you can walk in this door and get a legit good workout for you. And that's what's super important to me, because everybody's so different that not everybody can do the same thing. So.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was so good. So I'm going to jump in and do a little commercial.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm jumping ahead. Like, your story was so good. Is there more that you can share? Is there more that you want to tell us about? Like, were there any other hurdles that you had to overcome with everything from 21 and on that you've had to deal with and overcome, or that you're still working through?
I mean, nutrition is huge. That still kills me every day. And the consistency of it. Like, it's not a quick fix. It's not going to happen in a month or 2 months, and it's going to take a lifetime to figure out sometimes. And learning to be okay with that, and where you're at is okay. And it's okay if you go up and down and up and down and up and down. You just can't give up. And that's like hard for me, because when I am feeling feels, I want to shove all the food in my face, and like, that's okay that day, but then I have to shut it down and get back on track. And it's just a journey. And if I can do it, and like literally anybody can do it, I promise you can walk in this door and get results, and your own personal results, whether it's working out, moving, getting healthier, losing weight, getting stronger, whatever, just show up and do something because it's worth it.
Oh, that was awesome. I was about to say, like, I want you to think about what you're going to say, and I was going to do a little commercial, but that was so good that I don't even have to give you time. Like, that was so good, Shannon. That was so good. So I'm going to plug my commercial here real quick, and then we'll just wrap it up with any final thoughts you have. Okay. Cool? So for you, if you're watching us here on YouTube, hi, hello. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel, swing by and click the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up on this video because you know you loved it. I mean, how do you not love Shannon? How do you not love this? And of course, leave us a comment in the comment section below. Tell us about the things that you're going through, your own struggles. What challenges have you gone through, have you overcome, or that you're working through right now? We want to hear it, and I want to get into the conversation with you. Let's make this a conversation. If you're listening to this on a podcasting platform, whichever platform you're on right now, go over there, give us a 5-star review. It helps us so much, and it helps us continue to tell these stories and help more people and change more lives going forward. If you don't think it's worth the 5 stars, totally fine. Send me an email and let me know what we can do to improve and let you know and give you more value here. So send me an email. It's Matt, M-A-T-T, at BentOnBetter.com. Shannon, that was so good. Any other finishing thoughts? And usually what I would say is give me something that you would say to yourself or to someone who is going through the same kind of struggles where they're dealing with pain for years. They're struggling with their fitness routine. They've been doing the same thing for a while and dealing with it, thinking that's the normal thing. But they don't know that other things exist. What would you say to that person? What would you tell them? I
would say don't stop until you find answers. I was very close to just giving up and thinking that's how I had to live my life. But you don't have to. There's answers. Like, just do something. Keep going. Keep fighting for yourself. Keep fighting for your family. Whoever it is you need to fight for, fight. And just take that step in the door, whether, come here. Like, seriously, it's amazing. But no, just don't give up, no matter what. And just find your place, find your people, find those people who genuinely, truly care about you, and take it and run with it.
That was awesome. That was, bomb.com. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next time. Bye. Shannon, that was awesome.